Hi, this is Atco. I went to a yard sale a few days ago and didn't find much, but I did find this. It's a portable Panasonic 8-track player and radio. I thought this is pretty cool. So I was looking at it. I asked the guy, "What do you want for this?" He said 50 cents. I said, 50 cents? He said, "Yeah, it doesn't work." I said, "Does it do anything?" He says, "Well, I know the 8-track doesn't work. It's been so long since I've had it, I don't remember if the radio works or not." So I thought for 50 cents, I'll take a look at it. I've had probably about 7, 8, 9 8-tracks, and maybe 2 have worked. So I'm not expecting too much, but for 50 cents, I'll give it a shot. So I got home, I plugged it in. The radio does work. So I tried putting a cassette in it, or a 8-track cartridge. It would kind of work, but very, very poor speed. Sometimes would even stop altogether. That could be just a belt, could be something else more serious than that. And then if you hit the program selectors, the channels, you hit the button, it won't change. It just stays to one change. Alright, so I took a look at it, and first I went in there and I was able to take the whole module of the 8-track out, and it had a belt in there. The belt didn't look too bad, so I cleaned around the belt, cleaned around the motor, but it didn't make any difference. So it's probably the belt, but it surprised me that it seemed to work okay. As far as the program selection, when I was looking at that, I thought, well, maybe if it doesn't work at all, I mean, it could be just mechanics. It could be a button or something that's some kind of a latch that's broken. So I'm looking at the solenoid that actually moves it up to the different areas of the tape, and I thought, well, maybe the solenoid is bad. I was looking at it, and when you look at the shaft of the solenoid, it was stuck. I mean, I was just going to move it up and down to see if it's nice and smooth. It was stuck, and I thought, well, let me put just a drop of oil right around that shaft and push it back a few things, and it started to loosen up. And when it seemed to be loosened up okay, I turned on the power and to see what it would do. And when I would hit that, it would change those channels and it would move the head up. So it looked like that was just stuck from probably sitting there 20 years or so. So that's good, but it still didn't sound very good. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just get me a new belt. I got online and I looked at a couple of places that they specialize on belts, and nobody had that particular Panasonic model that could tell me exactly what was the belt. But I wasn't sure what I was going to do to get that. So we got an old there's one repairman in my area that just still fixes old TVs. So I thought, let me go down there and see if he can do something for me. He said, well, he's got a box of some belts. You can go through there and see if you got one you can use, and anything that works, he'll go $2 on the belt. Well, I couldn't find exactly what I wanted, but I found one that was the right length. It was just at least double the thickness that I wanted. But I thought I might be able to cut that down in order to make it the length I wanted, or the width at least. So I bought that belt for $2. I took it home and I just kind of sliced it down about half of what it was, put it in there, and that was it. That fixed everything. The player was only 50 cents. The belt cost me $2, so I got $2.50 in it. Can't go wrong with that. So let you hear a little bit off this this 8-track, and then I'll see you another time. So this is Atco signing off. Now the radio already did well.
She said you did not hear this from me. All I'll say is Mama.
And I can't show you too many channels because I'm down in the basement. You're not going to pick many up down in the basement, but it does work, AM and FM. And the controls are very clear. You're not getting a bunch of static or anything. So the controls are in pretty good shape. All right, so let's try one of these cassettes here. And we'll try hitting the program selector, and it jumps right back into the next channel. So that seems to be working okay now.